Coming in hot. Stevie's coming in hot, man.
This is just his pre-game show. We just likes to warm up with the nunchucks. Oh my!
Oh my gosh! There you go. Coming in hot here with Winnipeggers, number 11. Ribo, of course, and Dave. He experimented with his nunchucks last week and got a lot of great results. And here they are. That was great, Dave. Way to come in. That'll get some viewers.
Thanks. I went with some samurai hair.
I can see that.
Yeah. She took the last couple strands I have left and put it in a bow.
It's looking good though, man. But Winnipeggers number 11. Good seeing you guys again, as always.
Good to see you.
And we have some fan mail to read right off the bat. First of all is Matt Sater, who said, first off, the Dave Spivak nunchuck demonstration needs to find its way into the DSP's set. Mind blown when you jumped up and down and started to be a ninja. So Matt really enjoyed that, and that's one of the reasons why we use that to open the show. And then Matt also said that Ribo looks like a cross between Jesus and David Spade.
That's a pretty good call.
That is really good.
That's a good call. And then also Matt says that I haven't heard a Spivak story yet that hasn't given me a good gut laugh.
Oh,
So seems like Matt Sider's a big fan of yours, Dave.
yeah, he's family to me. He's the greatest guy. He's family.
And then and as always, we're having some great fans send in some really cool stuff. And this one is actually pretty funny, going off of what we did last week. And so let me just get this set up right. Mackenzie sent this to us. If I want to find the exact name. I know Mackenzie from Pittsburgh, and she's a huge Fozzie fan, and she sent in this video here. So let's check it out. Hold on, share the screen, and there's Ribo smiling sweetly. And here we go. Hold on. Once again, since I'm the guy that has to be in charge of all this, I have to make sure that we have audio on it as well, because we've been burned on that before. Okay, there we go. This is up. Share it. Let's see. If you guys can hear this, let me know.
Can't hear it.
No.
Can't hear anything? All right.
It's a great visual.
It's actually really good. So let me try this one more time. Once again, to be the technical wizard that I am, technical ecstasy. We ain't talking about Ozzy Osbourne. Share the audio. Boom. And then I have to try and figure out how I'm going to do this. This is weird. Well, let me try it again anyways.
It's okay. Just figure out how to do it while we're doing the show.
It's okay. It's part of the larger show. Let's try this one. See if it works.
It's a time filler.
No, it's pretty funny though. Should we reenact it?
So I'm going to tell you, since I can hear it and you guys can't, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. We play it again. So it's us talking, and Dave's just going, we're kind of talking about this, and I'm flattening my lip, and Dave's going, and then the rabbit comes on going, so there you go. So anyways, I'll try. Mackenzie sent that in. It's much funnier with audio, but like you said, maybe we'll figure out how to use it on a different show, or maybe we won't.
Oh, that's great.
It's a lot of
cheers
pressure.
to that, boys.
Yeah, cheers, guys. I went a little bit too nuts last night, so I'm sticking with the White Claws today. You guys ever had a White Claw before?
Yeah, I've had it.
Good stuff. It's kind of the modern day version of a beer ski. It's what all the kids. It's like alcoholic seltzer water.
Alcoholic.
Ribo, I'll stick to Caesars.
Yeah.
So the show that we're doing today is first kiss, first crush, first date, that sort of thing. And Dave claimed he has none of those.
Yet. There's still
But-
time.
But I actually have a lot of good ones, and Ribo sent in some stuff, and Spivak sent in some stuff. So I remember when I was a little kid, I remember all the stuff. So the first time I ever noticed a girl was a TV show called Mary Hartman. It was a show in the 70s, and the title chick, Mary Hartman, her name was Louise Lasser. And I remember telling my mother that I had, I thought she was cute, or I thought she was sexy, or something along those lines. Whatever words you use when you're a little kid.
Sexy.
What's that?
That chick's kinky, Mom.
When you see the picture of this girl, once again, I'm really shitting the bed today with my technical skills. There's really nothing hot about her. And apparently I was looking it up, like she was on Saturday Night Live and was banned from the show forever because she was so hopped up on drugs. And she was busted with cocaine while she was doing the show. But when I was a kid, I thought this girl right here was sexy.
Oh, yeah, she's something, yeah.
It sure is, yeah.
Mary Hartman. So that was the first.
Mary Hartman. That's like, look at those teeth.
I know.
It looks like a bunch of. Looks like a row of urinals in her teeth in her mouth.
Urinal cakes, maybe.
Yeah.
Look at the title. It's like how she survives despite grueling show and the drug bust.
Exactly.
You would never know by looking at her. Oh, she's a sweetie.
And that's the thing. She allowed this to be the cover of People magazine. Like, this is a pretty big deal. If you look, it's July 5th, 1976. So young Chris was 5 years old, telling my mother that I thought she was sexy.
Yeah.
So
You could do a lot worse.
That's pretty good.
I think I could probably do a lot better too, as well. There's more, but Rival, what's one of your first ones that you can remember?
Well, first girl I ever, or I should say woman, that I ever really had a crush on was Wonder Woman.
Oh,
And,
right.
Yeah, Linda Carter. I mean, she was just gorgeous. And I mean, oh, look at that.
Yeah, she's
I mean,
gorgeous.
she's a superhero. How could you? And there wasn't really any other female superhero. So I mean, that's pretty good. And
That's a great one. Because the thing at the time was, if Farrah Fawcett was the hot chick on the block, obviously. And Linda Carter was kind of the side of the coin. It was the black-haired chick and the blonde-haired chick. So that's kind of a debate for the ages. Who's the hottest from the 70s? Would it be Farrah or would it be Linda Carter? That's always the debate that you could have. Which one is the better one?
That's pretty sexy right there. And I got to say, the new Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot or whatever, she is exceptional too. Maybe I just like Wonder Woman. I'm not sure. It's the invisible jet.
Yeah, maybe it's more of a Wonder Woman fetish that you have rather than a Linda Carter type of thing, right?
Poor Tanis. I don't know how many times she has to wear that outfit.
I know. Just every date night we have. Put it on.
Between that and the Princess Leia Jabba the Hutt costume.
With the buns too.
With the buns.
I'm always yelling at her. It rubs its lotion on its skin.
There's Farrah, another very hot one there. Dave, how about you?
I liked different types of people than you guys. I didn't have the standard. When I was really young, I had a crush on Smurfette, the two-dimensional cartoon character. She's always looked like she was ready for a party. She had the nice white stilettos.
Oh.
And very cute, blonde, with a nice little hat. So I was really into her.
I'm not surprised, Dave, that you were really attracted by a girl that's surrounded by 99 men. What a job she had.
What was going on with her and Gargamel?
It's like being a stripper in Alaska. Like, what do you do?
Busted. That's a good one. And then I liked Joanne McLeod from Body Break. I thought she just was ripped in great shape and a good role model.
Was she ripped in great shape?
Yeah, man. Joanne McLeod, Body Break. Seriously, great. There she
I
is.
Here's the best part. Okay, let's discuss this for a
Eating
bit.
an apple.
You guys want some real Canadiana. So Body Break were these little kind of vignettes that would come out in the middle of your TV shows. Instead of like you'd be watching, like, I don't know, Happy Days or something, and they'd show a couple commercials, and out of nowhere, Body Break would show up.
Right.
And I don't know if it was paid for by the Canadian government or what it was, but it was these two people. Hal's the guy with the mustache, obviously.
Yep.
And Joanne is the girl. I mean, I don't know, were they married or?
Yeah, I think they are still married, actually. And I didn't know that when I had a crush on her. It doesn't matter. But she worked out. You know what? Actually, I just flipped you a text. If you can show, if you can, and if you can't, it's no big deal. But this is from 1992. It's Body Break, and they're on an airplane, and they're showing how you can work out while you're in your airplane seat. So they were kind of like, hey, look, you don't need to join a gym. You can do these breathing exercises, lift your hand up, do this or that. But I thought she was just beautiful. I was obsessed with her, man. I couldn't. I mean, even he's not even bad. The two of them together, absolute dynamite. And I bet they still look good.
She's holding an apple, which is always great. Very biblical there. Okay, let me give this a try. See if I can pull this up. Share the audio. This one's going to work this time. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Let's try.
Body Break with Al Johnson and Joanne McLeod.
Where do you want to go? Airport, let's go. Hop in.
Where do you want to go?
He's stressed out. He's stressed. Look at him.
Yeah. He's nervous.
Yeah.
At least he made his. Oh, look, Joanne made the flight.
He comes in.
He looks calm.
She's dressed like a stewardess.
He comes in with his passport around his neck. Nervous.
Great. Thanks very much.
She's waiting for him. There he is.
Wow, they can act and everything.
Early as usual. Well, if you're like Cal, getting to any place on time can be stress-filled, but there's a simple exercise that you can do to help get rid of stress while sitting in your seat.
She just buries him.
By sitting up straight. Now lift
I mean, she's not bad. She ain't no Mary Hartman.
Hold on, look at this move. Look at this move.
This exercise works the top of the legs and the stomach muscles. Just what you need, Hal. Now remember, lift your feet, hold for 10 seconds.
Is that airplane? Is that a wooden floor?
You can do this exercise 3 to 5 times whenever you want to help get rid of stress.
I'm doing this exercise every show that we do.
Great.
I'm doing it right now.
Today,
All of us watching Winnipeggers can do this
to
too.
hotels that have exercise facilities. This will allow you to keep up with your regular workout routine. So until next time, keep fit and have fun.
Why were you late?
Wow.
Warren Air. I've never heard of that airline before. Warren Air.
Joanne McLeod. I love you, Joanne. This is the wrong time to be wearing sweatpants. All right.
Stand up and let us see your nunchuck.
Oh man.
So I remember how
Joanna's kind of like a combination between Wonder Woman and Rocky Dennis.
Mask.
Oh come on!
Rocky
I don't know.
Dennis.
She's just big. They're both really tall too. I actually was at a ski resort once, and they were both there. They're both like 6 foot, like 5.
Is that the one where you invited me to come down?
I think that was.
To stay with you. Okay.
Yeah, I think that was
It's
one.
the only time he's ever been to a ski trip.
So a couple of the ones that I
tried.
had. Call back. Another one that I had was from Archie Comics. I really loved Betty Cooper. She was always, I always kind of wish that I could meet a girl like Betty Cooper. I kind of did. Jessica kind of looks like Betty Cooper.
Sure.
And then another one, this one was a pretty risque one. I remember buying a People magazine because this was on the cover and having a little Yankski, if you know what I'm saying. Brooke Shields from the Blue Lagoon.
Oh,
I mean, how hot is that when you're 10 years old, right?
No kidding.
Jesus. She's got Ribo's chest. Look at her. Like, she's got muscle in her sternum, like ripped. Like, Ryan looks like that, or Bruce Lee, or one of those cats. Steve Brown. Steve Brown would look like that.
Whenever I think of Brooke Shields, I think of Ryan's chest for sure.
When you're doing a Yankski.
A Yankski.
She actually has a bit of that. She pulls the hair forward too. See?
Yeah.
Get all the hair.
That's
forward.
right. And she also too. I remember reading in the People magazine that she had what they called buppy pads, and the buppy pads were on her breasts and they'd sticky things on it that the hair would stick to the buppy pads, so that hair would never move away from her naked teen breasts.
I gotta get some of those.
Yeah. Well, once again, whenever I think of you, it's thinking of Rival's chest and Brooke Shields' chest as well. So,
she doesn't have anything in mine. She has my inverted belly button. I need an operation on. Long story. Send money.
No, this last one is an interesting one. So, do you guys remember Cracked magazine? Did you ever read that?
Oh yeah.
So, Cracked was kind of the kind of antithesis to Mad, like kind of the not as well-known little brother, but I liked it a lot. And they had this interview girl. Her name was Nanny Dickering. And they drew this chick to be like the hottest porn star stripper chick ever. Check that out.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Her ass was huge. She's just like, how could you not see this as a 10, 11, 12-year-old kid and not just flip out over how hot Nanny Dickering is?
What the hell is she holding there?
A microphone.
Okay.
It's a penis. She's just holding it. That's what really got me. That was
penis.
the
penis on a string. Can't you tell? So yes, so that was the hot cartoon girl.
So far, we've all had like kind of crushes on like cartoons more than real people.
Right.
But that's what happens. I think that's really what happens.
Well, what do you mean? Because it's why?
Well, when you're that young, I mean, how old we would have been really, like 8 years old, 9 years old, where you're like, oh, I think I'm in love with a cartoon character, and and she's.
Which is why when who ate Roger Rabbit, but that's not the right one. Is it The Murder of Roger Rabbit?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? When the super hot cartoon chick. That was kind of a recognizing our pasts and the way we grew up. Everyone was in love with cartoons, and now you can actually be in love with an action cartoon. Before we continue along with our first date, we want to welcome our sponsor for the week. We've been lucky; we've had sponsors 3 weeks in a row, and the sponsor is the Crazy Bar from Winnipeg, Manitoba, St. James's own. Go down to the Crazy Bar for a drink. For a smoke and
and you don't have to be 18. You could be 15. Just grow a little mustache. Come on down. Wednesday nights, side-by-side strip-offs, and the rest of the time, same thing. Every other night, same thing. Come on down.
We used to go to the Crazy Bar when it had a different name, just called the Ville, and fake ID that Rock Rumpel and I made for half of Westwood. 14, 15 years old. Come on down. 35-cent draft and a 35-cent stripper, and away you go. Like, what kids are going to strip clubs at 15 now?
Nobody. They're not in Westwood, no. But that was our thing. I mean, that was some of our things.
I remember going there. That was the first bar I ever went to, and I remember giving the guy my fake ID, and it was Ryan Land at 21 years old or something like that. And he looks at me, he goes, "You're 21?" Like, I don't even need to look 21 now, barely. And the guy looks at me, "You're 21?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, right. What do you want?"
Exactly.
You got the idea. I don't care, but
I remember too. It was the classic. DJ was like, DJ pumps it up like, what do you want her to do? He's walking around the bar. What should she do? It's like, I want to see her dance. What do you want to do? This guy just grabs my, goes, "Take your clothes off." Like, that was the type of the classy joint in our end of town. Take your clothes off.
Oh yeah, that guy was like, we called him Ronald McDonald. He had like a Jufro type thing, and he was just always on his wireless. "You guys want to see some tits?" And we would just go there to drink cheap booze, and we were not sitting up there. Let's just be real. We might have went there once in our life. We were just kind of laughing, and there's all these old guys, and maybe came from the courts of St. James where that retirement home is or whatever. And they would just sit there and like, "Oh yeah, look at her," and it's just it straightened us out. Let me tell you.
So, Crazy Bar, if you're ever in town, go by and check it out. A fine sponsor here. After we've just been burying it for 20 minutes.
Order the pancakes.
Good luck finding it too. So I remember the first real life girl that I ever had a crush on. Her name was Krista McDonald, and I was in Robert Browning Elementary School. And I remember I used to follow her home, even though she lived the opposite direction, just so I could watch her butt. Like she had like the best ass ever for an 11-year-old kid like me to look at. And just walking home, just following her. And as soon as she would get home, I would just go back and walk to my house. And I'm like, why did it take you so long to get home from school? It's like, I had to do homework in class after, type thing. So that was the first chick that I can ever remember like having a real kind of, this is a real chick for me.
Right.
How about for you guys?
Non-cartoon.
Exactly.
I had a crush on a girl. I would say like I kind of got set up with this girl, and I'm going to call her Jennifer Van Winkle. I think that's what her name was. I can't completely recall. But I would go out with her on these dates, and I was like the king of playing it frigid, man. I was not giving these lips up for anybody in grade 7, And I remember, though, I romanticized it, and I obsessed about it and was totally neurotic about it.
What? I don't buy that.
Surprise.
It's true. Once in a while it happens. And I just kept thinking, like, I've been hanging out with her. I got to go in for a move. I have to go in for a move. So finally I'm on the couch with her, and I put my arm kind of by her hair, and I literally looked at her and I said, "Kiss me, you fool."
Come on.
Oh, I'm not kidding. And she just seriously laughed. No, dude, it was like the beginning to everything I saw. I had 1,000 of those. I just never used the wording anymore. Now all I had to do is say hi, and they'd go, get lost, loser. But I said, "Kiss me, you fool." It was so stupid. And even as I was saying it, I was like, what the fuck did you throw that out for? It's just lingering. And she looks at me like, "No, Dice, chicks. They're not like us." Some hot chick could say to you, "Kiss me, you fool," or say the dumbest thing. "I love turnips," and then fart, and you'd be okay. Oh, well, let's go somewhere. This chick was like, "I'm done," and many followed, and I never said "kiss me, you fool" again. But didn't matter.
Nor has anybody else ever, unless you're in a 1940s wartime romance. I thought Big George Bailey at one time would help. "I wish I was never born. Can I get you a lunch?" "Mr. Potter, you're a crook. What do you think about fooling around with me?" Yeah, I didn't. I was terrible. How about you, Rob?
I remember in grade 1, there was a girl named Rachel. Can't remember what her last name was. Blonde, really cute. And if you're out there, send in a pic or something. I'd love to see what you look like. Grade 2, I was in love with this girl, Colleen O'Byrne. You guys might remember her. She was so cute and stuff like that, and I just really liked her. And then a friend of mine,
grade 2, yeah,
grade 2.
I still think about her.
Yeah, I do sometimes. Give us a call. And my friend Andrew Booth is like, "Oh, you think she's good looking? There's this other girl, Lisa Grabowski. You should see her." And so we followed her home one night.
Oh,
not one night. I guess during the day. It was not. We went stake out at like 2 a.m. or something like that.
Must have been a thing you do in elementary school. Just follow the girl home.
I know.
She was the only grade 2 up at 2 a.m.
And we followed her home, and she lived on Galsworthy Place. And we're like,
Wow.
"Oh, Galsworthy, yeah, she's a worthy gal."
Oh, I get it. I see.
Yeah. Anyway, but I remember in grade 3, that was my first kiss. I'm just going every year. There's someone every year.
First kiss, grade 3.
Grade 3, yeah. I was playing over at my buddy's house across the street, Danny Gunn's place. You might know Danny Gunn.
What?
He used to suck at someone he's younger, but it's like he missed or something. Yeah, he did that. Maybe he was the original. He was the original Luttrell, maybe. I don't know.
Luttrell.
But he did that like through grade 2, grade 3. He still was doing that. And Whitney Goodman and Susan Clark showed up at his house, and they didn't want him. They wanted me, and they're like, "Okay, come down with me, and we'll go down to Coleridge Park." We went down to Coleridge Park, and I took turns kissing both of them. Susan
Shut the fuck, dude. Coleridge Park was a park of broken dreams for a young David Spivak, and you're down there making well with 2 chicks.
I didn't use really bad lines. That's what I say.
Rival's first sexual experience was a threesome. Jeez, nowhere to go but down from there. What was the broken dream for Spivak in Coleridge Park? What happened?
Oh, I'm just saying. I mean, nothing happened at all to me back then. I had my first kiss was probably Michelle Bird's, grade 7, and she wanted to. I think she wanted to kiss. I probably wanted to kiss her. I'm not even sure. But Huntley and Jody Reggett challenged us to a necking contest, if you can believe this. So what are you, 13 years old? They're sitting there together, kissing face. Michelle and I are together, kissing face, and it's whoever could kiss the longest. And I think I went to like 35 minutes just to beat Huntley. So I don't know if I even wanted to kiss. It might have been just the competition of winning the kissing contest. But that was probably one of the first kisses I had, was a really long one. And then I was good, until I was 19 or whatever, when I had another chance. That was really good. But I made up for it.
Well, it's funny because my first kiss was literally at band camp, to where we went to band camp in grade 8. It was right over. It's just over the border, like something International Falls.
The Peace Gardens.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the Peace Gardens. Exactly. And we had a bet with like Scott Shipham and whoever else was there from Westwood. It was literally like something that you would see on a movie, where we have a bet on who could get the first kiss. And I was in the horn section at the time. I made the very rock and roll description of a very rock and roll decision to not play guitar anymore, but to switch it to trombone. Why? No reason. I have no idea. I was taking guitar from Brad Roberts of the Crash Test Dummies, taking lessons. I was learning how to play Paranoid and Photograph, and I quit to start playing trombone. Well, it paid off, my friends, because at band camp, sitting next to me was this very cute girl named Tammy Dew, just like this, DEW. And I started striking up a friendship, and I worked that for the 3 or 4 days of the band camp. I bought her some treats from the canteen, which would be kind of the convenience store. And near the end of that trip, I remember, went in for it, closed the eyes, big kiss. So Tammy Dew definitely did.
You came in with the rusty trombone and you got the kiss.
Yeah, right off the bat, we did this rusty trombone. Like, she gave me a Blumpkin right off the bat. That was really strange.
A Blumpkin. That's great. Where'd you get it? I got a Blumpkin last night.
A Blumpkin for your first kiss. That would be something.
It's not having a threesome in the park like you did for your first one, but still, it was cool. So
you put the bone in trombone for that one.
But so that was the big first kiss for me. So I'm actually looking up one last way to play this video of Mackenzie Taylor's. And damn it, the stupid Instagram is really messing with me, man. But yeah, so I mean, I think, when you're talking about those days, like you said, I think to have a kiss and have a girl actually like you is such a good time, such a good feeling,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very exciting time, like, for sure. I love the kissing contests and stuff like that. Just like these stupid things, like, we don't get around and do that. I don't know, maybe people do that in their 40s.
Yeah, right. Well, it's called that changing the keychain. I think it's an orgy. But how about spinning the bottle and then you take a girl into the closet and make out? And I only read about these. And these are like I'd be the guy like, hell yeah, I did that too, like whatever.
I only read about them in the comics that we were reading and the cartoons we were watching.
Cracked.
Yeah, at the back.
Did that really happen, or was that just Mad? Did I just read that in Mad magazine, or did that actually happen to me? I don't know. Nanny
Dickering, good Lord, super hot. So before we wrap up this episode, I'm gonna get this video on because it's really funny. So I'm gonna do a little thing here. I'm gonna start the audio and the video at different times. So here we go. Go back to this.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, you guys can't hear that, right? Okay.
A little bit.
I think I should just bail on this at this point.
Yeah, right. Stop sending us stuff. We're no good with it.
But guys, don't forget to check out Spiwi memes. Great stuff every week. Although there wasn't really much this week, so you got to pull up your socks, dude. We get better. And Tammy Do. What was your girl's name, Ribo?
Well, there's so many.
What were the two that you had the kiss off with?
Susan and Whitney.
Susan and Whitney, and Tammy Do, and Dave.
Jennifer Van Winkle.
And that's that's right. And that's the one that you tried. Is that the one you tried the line with?
Yeah, she loved Jennifer Van Winkle. She loved crayons and ladybugs. So,
did you ever? So when was? Did you ever tell what your first kiss was?
Yeah, I said. Well, I think one of my first kiss was probably with Michelle Birds or something like that.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Which was turned into a 45-minute neck fest just to win a contest. But yeah, but hey, Michelle. I mean, it was a really good time while it lasted.
Yeah. She also liked. She liked crayons and D-cell batteries and.
Well, speaking of really great time. Here we go. Hey. You want to nunchuck us out, Dave, or is that too hard to set up?
No, I can do it.
Sure.
Oh man.
Top entertainment. Look at this shit.
Bruce Lee Spiwi.
Bruce Spiwi.
Yeah.
He was smiling on his face, dude.
Loves it. Oh man, he's gonna smash that computer.
It's like a 3D house of beef.
Woo!